Squid Grow go first. Can you tell us about who you are with the organization and like your background within the company or crypto?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Satoshi. I'm the CEO of Squid Grow. And we're a project that launched in June of this past year. So, just a little bit about myself. I got into crypto in 2011 with Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin whale. I'm also notably known as from my Shiba Inu investment, August 1st of 20, where I dollar cost averaged into an $8,000 position in SHIB and maintained the top whale status on SHIB for a duration of months before I split my bag holding up across 13 different wallets. I still hold SHIB today. I have a fairly decent portfolio when it comes to crypto, and ultimately decided to come out with my own project after so many of my friends and my family members have been taken advantage of by malicious devs. So um, I figured that I can do it better, I can do it safer, and launch Squid Grow to give my friends and family a safe place to invest their money, and that's expanded to my community.
Great to hear, and congratulations on the ship. I mean, that's interesting. I think I actually remember that when it came out, but I didn't know you were the guy. So glad to hear you're like definitely known in the space. So congratulations on that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, we've kind of come onto the market hot and heavy. Not to boast too much, but I've been listed top 100 on most notable crypto figures three separate times, up there with the likes of Elon Musk. I think the first list I rolled out on was in the 70s, and then worked my way up to, I believe, the 60s on that list. So definitely gaining some notoriety, but we're just getting going, and we've got a long way to go, and we're ready to start this uphill battle.
For sure. Great to hear. And then thanks for your introduction. And then Captain Black with Lissofair, you're the community manager. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, yes, sure. I was gonna challenge you, John, for allowing Shibatoshi go first, but yeah, I think it's all right. Anyways, glad to be here, and I see we have men of valor here. Like to meet you, Shibatoshi and John. So, my name is Joe. I popularly go by Captain Black, though. I'm the community manager for Little Spare, and I'm representing Doms today, who is unable to make it. So uh, basically I've been in the crypto space for about 3 to 5 years now, just basically, trying to learn more and better myself. But that's all that about that. And I'm currently with Little Spare now, and I can't wait to share with you all we have planned and our utilities and basically all of that.
Great. Like, and you're the community manager, right? So they can find you in like Discord or Telegram, right? They can come there and ask all your questions and more from yourself, right?
Yes, definitely you can, and you can reach out to me personally here as well. I would have all of your questions answered. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much. All right, let's go move on. So everyone wants to know about like your project and like the token. So let's jump into like what your project is in the most simplest terms. So like imagine I'm a stranger off the street and I walk up to you and be like, what do you do? And kind of keep it really simple because I think in crypto sometimes you try to like go into like a lot of jargon and a lot of things maybe people don't understand. So here at Hobie Spaces, like we try to keep it very simple and and that way everyone understands like what the project is and the utility of the token. So let's jump into that with Squid Grow. Like, can you give us a little rundown if you walked into a stranger, like how would you describe it?
Yeah, sure. So Squid Grow is a utility meme token. As I said, we launched in June of this past year, and we're focused on building utilities and use cases um, in this market that we're currently in. We're also currently being used by a company for payments. So they have adopted our currency to to help facilitate payroll for those companies that would like to kind of start dabbling into the crypto. Um, so just to kind of get into the gist of Squid Grow, as I said, we're a utility meme token. Some of the things that we are building at Squid Grow is we are currently building our NFT marketplace for our NFT collection. That will coincide with the partnership that we have with Mike S. Miller from DC Comics, Marvel, and Game of Thrones. He's most notably known for the Injustice comic book series. He has done the 10,000 NFT piece collection that we are going to be putting out, and within that NFT collection, we have 100 ultra rare NFTs where we are giving away blue chip NFTs. I purchased about 300,000 in various NFTs such as Mutant Apes, Kennel Clubs, Doodles, Metaverse Land that are being incorporated in 100 of our NFTs. So that's kind of a unique thing. We also currently offer variable APRs, meaning that the APR obviously changes for our native coin and also liquidity. We are currently developing our own perpetual exchange, SGX, where you can trade features against, the top cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Obviously, we're going to be incorporating numerous cryptos into that eventually. But the highlight on that is the cool and unique thing about our perp swap is the benefit to our community and what they gain from that. So all the profits generated on our perpetual exchange, 25% of that will be going back into the chart and into our liquidity. So it's essentially pumping our chart and stiffening our liquidity in the process. So Huobi, you have your own future trading and your perp, so you know kind of the ins and outs of that. For those that are unfamiliar, we're going to be a decentralized perpetual exchange. So there will be no KYC. You will own your keys. So that's kind of cool and unique. It'd be very similar to GMX, but just done better, in my opinion. And we will not have the liquidity issues that some of the other exchanges have because I fully financially back everything Squid Grow. In addition to that, we've kind of untapped budget when it comes to marketing. Again, I support my project, so I market it, I develop it, and kind of a unique thing about Squid Grow is we are a tax token. There's a 4% buy, 12% sell, but all of that tax that's generated from that transaction goes to our liquidity pool. The project is not benefiting from that whatsoever, and we do have locked liquidity.
Great to hear all the utilities. It seems like you've thought of almost everything you could imagine. And I have to say, your NFTs are really cool. Like I dig the brand and the idea behind it. It seems like very trendy, and I really like the colors and everything. You guys done a really good job, building it. So yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I can't take the credit for that. That was Mike Miller. He conceptualized the idea. We went back and forth and kind of fine-tuned, and I'm pretty excited about the NFT collection when it finally rolls out. We're just kind of waiting for our NFT marketplace to debut. In addition to that, I kind of overlooked. We just completed 5 of our 6 Surtech audits. We're currently rated 88 and change, so we're about the top 10% on Surtech, and we have also audited our Ethereum bridge, and we are gearing up for our Ethereum launch here in the distant future. We are going to be rolling out an ILO, which is an initial liquidity offering, after all of our audits come back. So kind of the only audit that we're currently waiting on is our penetration test for our swap. We have our own in-house swap called SGS, where we will offer listings to other projects that want to, visit listing on our own branding and our own swap.
Great. Yeah, that's a lot. You have a lot going on. I'm glad that you're continuing to build. So great to hear that. And thanks for sharing that information, and keep building. All right. So moving forward, we talked about the project, the token, and now we're going to talk about why did you decide to join Prime Vote? Because I mean, there's so many programs in crypto. I mean, I sometimes forget how many programs there are because there's so much going on. But why did you pick Prime Vote to participate in? We'll start with Squid Grow.
Yeah, I've always admired Huobi. If I'm correct if I'm saying that correctly, Huobi. I've always liked the exchange. Obviously it's highly regarded as, one of the top tier ones, and the community seems to like it as well. But, obviously, with the following that you have and the stature that you have in this space, it's good exposure for the project. We have done another something similar to this with another tier one exchange. So kind of familiar with the process, although Huobi has their own unique little spin on it. So it's very interesting to see, and looking forward to seeing the communities turn out and place their votes, and hoping that we can pull this one off.
Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, like one of the reasons why I love working for Huobi is because it's been around since 2013. So I think I've been in crypto since like before that, like when first Bitcoin was like $1,000. So I really can appreciate like your kind words. And one of the things that really makes me love working here is that it's been around for a long time and it's reliable. And not everything in crypto is obviously that. So, and sometimes that's forgotten. So, and also like your project when you talked about, like some of the projects have taken advantage of some of the community members. I'm glad that like you have that in focus because I think protecting the community is the only way we grow as a crypto space, like to infinity and beyond. So I'm glad that you guys are focused on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And just to kind of add to it, security has always been key, in our project. Our audits have audits. This is, I believe, our fourth contract audit. Bridge has two audits. A staking contract have two audits. So we do focus on security. It is key, to protect our community and give them a safe environment. And that's also the message that we preach. So yeah.
Great to hear. Awesome. So moving forward, I already have a question from DM, so I want to ask this before I forget because I'm really forgetful, just to be honest. This guy's from India, and I got a shout out to Yimbin Yim, and he's from India. He says he wants to know about the team and the partnerships behind each of the projects. So, anything you can share for the next 6 months. I think Squid Grow, you talked about like the NFT platform and some, but like, can you talk more about like maybe the team and like any actual dates you have set up?
Yeah, sure. So my initial core team is made up of my CFO, RW, and my CMO, Dane. They are both on this space with me, and then myself. And then we have a good bit amount of developers. We currently have 112 developers that are helping develop. Obviously, they're not public, and we have made some partnership. I'm not going to say partnerships. We have brought additional people onto the team. That will be announced at some point in the future. What is public right now is we have partnered, as I said, with Mike S. Miller from DC Comics to do our NFT collab between us. And kind of moving forward, he will be participating in further design of maybe future collections. As far as dates, as I said previously, we are gearing up for our Ethereum launch. Our bridge just concluded Certec audit, and obviously had to focus on security. So this is the second audit that I put the bridge through. We did all the penetration tests and the bug bounties to just kind of make sure that security is security is key in crypto. In addition to that, as I said, developing our NFT marketplace. We haven't given a timeline yet on NFT marketplace. Squid Grow, we have a saying that we under promise over deliver. So we don't have the typical roadmaps that some projects they have a typical roadmap and then things come up or there's delays and they have to push back dates and so on and so forth. We don't do that. Any of the 13 exchanges that we've been listed on with Squid Grow, from Gate.io being our biggest, we just kind of drop it on our community and the day of. So we're real big on surprise. We don't really speak too much on what we are developing or what we're working on. Obviously, as things start to get closer to fruition and going live, we start talking on them, like some of the other utilities that I've previously mentioned.
Great. Yeah, great to actually like surprises. I'm a big fan of surprises. So I can see both beneficials, like one that actually has a roadmap like mapped out to every detail. And then
Yeah.
like that you're like the more surprise kind of thing. I think honestly, sometimes good things get delayed, in crypto due to so many different things. So I see advantages and disadvantages to both. So I'm glad that you guys see it that way.
Yeah, from a project's perspective, obviously you can have everything in place. You pay developers to develop a utility, but there's always, unknown setbacks. So in this space, it's really hard to give a hard timeline. I've been involved in many projects that as an investor where, they have the typical roadmap and on this date they're going to do this and X, Y, and Z. And as an investor, if that date comes and goes and gets pushed back, you kind of start losing faith in the project. When a dev team and a core team says that they're going to do something, you have to be able to depend and count on that. So with that in mind, we've kind of adopted the stance that we have: under promise, over deliver. And I think the key thing here is, as long as the community knows that you are continuing to build and continuing to work, and you are delivering on things as you go, I think that approach is acceptable. And should be kind of a mainstream thing. I mean, I just can't stand personally projects that say they're going to do certain things and make certain moves on this date and it doesn't happen and then it gets pushed back months. I would rather be pleasantly surprised than disappointed.
Indeed, yeah, I can understand and agree. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Squid Grow. I want you to finish the sentence. Like, why should someone vote for your project? Like, if you could finish this sentence, like talking to the community directly, and how would you end it? Yeah.
I think that you should probably start out by jumping in my own community and kind of see how we run things over there. The dedication within the community and the core team and our commitment to being as active as we possibly can within our community. I think that they would get a sense of ease and start working towards the mindset that they probably are in a safe environment. To kind of invest in, Squid Grow was conceptualized to kind of be, put your money away, sleep on it, and come back and check on it, and see what we've kind of been accomplishing. We've got massive finances to do numerous things for marketing and partnerships and exchange listings. But overall, I'm a very ambitious individual, and I want to give my community the same experience that I discovered and kind of the same type of journey that I went on when I invested into SHIB. In the very early days, I think everybody should have the opportunity to invest into a project that comes, a major project that does amazing things. Once every year. There's only a few of them, and I think there is no reason why Squid Grow can't be that for them. So, start out by jumping in the community and kind of asking questions. The core team's always active. So I'm a little more long-winded than what you were looking for, but that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, I like run-on sentences too, so I mean, no problems. I actually dig the idea of like having them come to your community. Which the best community channel to join? Like, is it Telegram, Discord? Where should people go to?
Yeah, I would definitely say Telegram. We've got about 12,000 Telegram members, very active. Our mods are very active, core team's very active. I would say on my Twitter profile, you can see our link tree, and within our link tree, you can find all of our socials, including our verified YouTube channels and verified TikTok channels and our verified Telegram channel. Don't be mistaken with some of the poser Squid Grow Telegram channels. We are blue checked, so just follow the link on my Twitter portfolio and jump in there and join the family.
Great. Thanks for the plug and where to get the correct Telegram channel, because nowadays you don't know if it doesn't have a blue check. So if you are guys going to join that, make sure don't join a random one. It's really important. We don't want anyone to get the wrong community. So thanks for sharing that. So we have one question I just want to get out of the way in DM, because this person's been active on our spaces a lot, and his name is Kugli. I think, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but he's from Russia. He wants to know, this is a good question, a follow-up. Where's your community at? Like, is there a central hub? Like, for example, he says, is most of your community in Asia? Is most of your community in Europe? And then his follow-up question is, how did you build the starting up the community from scratch? Like what made you be able to build such a great community? We'll start with Squid Grow.
Yeah, so I think that our community is pretty diverse. I know we have a lot of people in Australia, a lot of people in the United Nations. We have some people from Russia, China, US, Canada. I mean, we're just kind of all over the place. Obviously, building the community is the foundation of any project, in my personal opinion. So, building a project from a community following from scratch, it all just comes down to word of mouth. You just start your marketing. Obviously, we did the rounds from the different call channels and kind of just had people start trickling in, and then after we started growing and everybody saw the movement in the chart, word of mouth got around and more people started finding our channels and joining from that avenue. But right now, currently, obviously, we rely a lot on Twitter. um, I think a lot of traffic is being driven to our Telegram from the Twitter content and our community members. We have a nice following, and we have people that go out regularly, spreading the word um, of Squid Grow. Actually, just the other day, we had BitBoy Crypto shout us out by name on his YouTube channel. We saw some people trickle in from there. We've done magazines advertisements. So we're just kind of all over the place. We've had people find our uh, our Telegram channel from some of the 12 semi trucks we have running around the country that are branded for Squid Grow. It's just kind of a mixture of things. It's kind of hard to track down. I do when I get on VC and I'm talking to community. I do like to ask, how they heard about us. But it really just comes down to word of mouth, exchange listings, Twitter, YouTube, just kind of all over the place. But we are pretty diverse, and obviously we're going to continue to grow. And community is key. Community is the foundation of any crypto project. It's its backbone, in my personal opinion. So.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more for that. And thanks for sharing. We'll take one other question for a project of Squid Grow. Let me see. Okay. We'll do it is eyes as a speaker. Hopefully this will be good. Oh, let's see if it works. Give me one moment. All right, VC host, we'll come back to you. What's your question for Squid Grow? Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My question is, can you explain how is your tokenomics distribution? How many tokens will be minted, and how many tokens will be located by the team? This is my question.
We're actually already live, but if you're referring to the Ethereum launch, we are doing an ILL, so the tokens that go out and are essentially spoken for that ETH launch will obviously go to the community. Everything remaining will be locked in our Ethereum bridge. But as far as the tokenomics for our BSC token, we went live almost about a year ago. So obviously, we set some tokens aside for projects, airdrops, um, partnerships, staking pools. Our token distribution is actually listed on our website, our initial token distribution. If you want to pop over to squidgrow.w2tf, you can see our initial token distribution there, but we're already a project that's live.
Awesome. Thanks for your question. All right, I'll take it's Daniel. You can go ahead and ask your question.
Good day, sir.
Hi, yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you help me, sir?
Yeah. Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hello, yes, sir. Can you help me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yes. My question is, we would love to know more about your marketing plan. Can you tell us more about them? This is my question.
Yeah, so at Squid Grow, we kind of do more of a reactive marketing plan. We don't normally set out marketing. Obviously, the crypto space changes on a daily basis, so we kind of just try to adapt to that. But kind of some of the things that we have done in the past, we've done different rounds of different rounds of call channels, magazines, billboards, multiple times throughout the country, Twitter Spaces, PR articles, Bitcoin.com. We were in a Bitcoin.com article. It just kind of varies. We don't have a set marketing plan where we have a calendar each month and we check the boxes on what we're doing. And we kind of have a reactive marketing based on day to day or week to week of what the sentiment in the crypto space is. Currently we've been focused on building and audits of our utilities that we are rolling out, but obviously after our audits are concluded, we're going to ramp up our marketing campaign. But currently we've just kind of been doing Twitter rounds and things of that nature, just spreading awareness of the crypto project.
Yeah, great answer. Thanks for answering. And we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks again. Shout out to Squid Grow. Make sure to follow Squid Grow or Shib Toshi on his Twitter, and also make sure to follow Kaplan on his Twitter. They took the time out to educate you guys. We want to give them some more following. So yeah, thanks so much for everyone joining, and we'll be having more Twitter Spaces coming up.
Thank you, Huobi, for the opportunity and tell the speakers and all the questions. Thanks for the chance.
Yeah, sure. Anytime you guys host a space, hit me up. We'll definitely come to your space next time. Say hello. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.